think we're live again, hopefully. Back with more of the survival horror creation streams. If anyone's noticed, we recently put out a brand new announcement trailer. So for some of you guys, it probably wasn't that important because you already knew about the project, but I think a lot of people who have never came across the channel or never watched any of the streams, I think this trailer was really their first real exposure of the project. People seem to be really excited about it, which is nice. So hopefully from now on we can start to build up some hype until the demos come out. So my plan is, once we get all the street areas done and we get all the lighting done, I'll slowly start to put out some promotional images to show what we've been getting up to, and we'll keep doing that until we eventually release the first of two demos. Now the whole street area will not be in the demo. It's only going to be the beginning, the alleyway, the sort of street area, and then as you go into the job centre, that's basically the start of the demo. But these areas we still need to make them, right? So I'm just going to keep on going with that. Hey Bovaretta, H Crinkly, back again, I see. Wrong account again? No, you know it's the right account. Hey Lil Robbie, welcome back. Hey Isaac. Hello House Moomin, nice of you to drop by. You just missed Bovaretta. Just so slightly. Hello the Shadow Redemption, welcome, nice to see you again. Hope you're doing well. I missed yesterday's stream. Oh no, don't worry, it was just we were just looking through Dreams.com, looking at all the booths and stuff like that. We didn't really get to play anything. We were just having a little wander around, but even we got through like 9 floors, but there was so much stuff to see and do that there was no way we were going to get through it all in one stream. So I might pick that back up again on Saturday, play some of the demos and the trailers that we missed, because I think that would be a good opportunity before Dreams.com sort of fades into the background again. Hey Graham Malley, I need the leg. Oh well, you're just in luck because we got some fire for you. And we've got John Jerry Steve's leg, and we've got miniature John Jerry Steve's leg. So now you don't know which kind of leg you want nowadays. Do you want the bite-sized version, you know, just to get you through the day, or do you want like the full wrath of the leg? I'll leave that one up to you. The bite-sized one is just as deadly. It's just a little bit cuter, I'd say. Hey Psycho Saint, welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Can you customize the music to listen to while creating in Dreams? The music I have on right now, it's actually coming from YouTube. So this is normally we play Resident Evil music, but this music here is from Silent Hill. So I thought I would do something a little bit different today, so we're not overdosing too much on Resident Evil music. But this is a survival horror game, so it's influenced by Resident Evil and Silent Hill. So I think both pieces of music fit. But if you want to listen to music inside Dreams, you can still do it. You just need to search for music. So to make it easier, you just go into sound mode, search for music clips, and then you can find a lot of different tracks here, or search for things. But the only way you can actually listen to it is if you listen to it in play mode. So obviously if you've got gameplay going on in the background, everything's going to be playing. That's why I only play music when we're designing things, not when we're testing the level, because then things might go wrong. But it is possible. That's what we used to do before we changed the jukebox up. So, but I think that this jukebox through YouTube, it's actually working a lot better, since the quality's still quite good apparently. Bovaretta was here. Damn, I thought I cut her Wi-Fi. No, she somehow managed it. I don't know how. I think she has like a Wi-Fi chip embedded inside her somewhere. Phew. The full wrath. Oh yes. Full anger indeed. I enjoyed your booth in Dreamscom 20. I love the subtle yet noticeable music fading in and out. So ominous. Oh yes. That music was actually made by Nightmare Grand. He's in the chat if he wants to say hello. It's and funny thing is, that track that we put in the booth, it was never actually meant for the game I just really liked it, and I thought it would fit quite well. So we didn't have a lot of time to make music for the booth or for the trailer, so I kind of just had to throw some things together. But I think everything sort of fit quite well, which I'm pretty happy with. But yeah, it does sound pretty good. And Nightmare Grand, hopefully he gets his motivation back, because we're going to need him to get this soundtrack up and running. On the 24-hour stream, you better play the Jazz Punk soundtrack. Yeah, totally. That's totally what I'm going to do. I've never even heard the Jazz Punk soundtracks. I don't even know what to expect. The music in his booth was provided by the amazing Isaac Clyde. Oh yes, the one and only. Yeah, she is pretty much half robot. I saw your trailer. Did you enjoy it, Graham? Thought it was decent. Yeah, I made the track with R8 and various numbers, but it was just the intro. The actual song is 18 minutes long, but the intro was the best part, so that's all you need to listen to, in my booth at least. Since she can't actually move her mouth due to bad design, she does have to have a large Hydroplicans Enterozorb robot chip planted in her shoulder so she can speak with text-to-speech voice. Okay, that's like the text-to-speech of the future. We need a big chip on her shoulder. I'm surprised I pronounced all your technical terms, but I think I managed it. I think I sent you one ages ago and you said Boveretta listens to it in the shower. Oh yes, your fancy ass tune. I remember that one. Yep, it was good. Oh, thank God. Thank God we got your approval, Graham. Yeah, just a quick simple thing just to get people hyped for the project. I put in the trailer there's not going to be a public demo until the 25th of September. I need to change the In Dreams date because I changed it. It was a Tuesday in Dreams. On YouTube I put it to the 25th, so I'm going to make it on Friday because I think most people have time to play Dreams on Friday, Saturday, Sunday compared to something like Tuesday. I was wondering where it originated from. Thank you, Human, for clarifying, and Nightmare Grand for composing. Oh yes. I found a gun with only arms and it shoots. Let's go. Unless that means Lego. I've been with Small Human for so long, I can already predict what some typos are before I even read them. And it aims. Oh, very nice. Maybe that's for VR. When I joined the MM stream earlier, they were literally one hall behind the hall my booth was in. Yeah, and they got to yours and they went, oh, it's the farting one. What's this doing here? Get out. I'll probably look back at their stream today, like, once it's pre-recorded. I don't think they'll have anything nice to say about my booth, to be honest. It's a way up in hall 30, if they get to hall 30. And by that point, I think most people are going to be really, really exhausted, you know? So I'm not really anticipating many people are going to be that enthusiastic by the time they get to my booth. But I think I need to see the rest of the booths, but I don't know how many survival horror games there are on display. Hopefully there's not too many, so we can kind of stand out a bit better, I think. Your trailer was amazing. Thanks, Lil Robbie. Hopefully the next trailer and the demo will blow you away once we get some gameplay there. Because I noticed, like, when I released the trailer in Dreams, a lot of people were like, where's the gameplay? Why is the trailer not longer? And I'm like, well, this is an announcement trailer. Typically announcement trailers are quite short, you know, like 30 seconds or so. So the gameplay trailer is coming, but it will only come to YouTube. I can't put it in Dreams because it's not really possible. That's why I'm going to put a playable demo in Dreams for people to try. So there'll be 2 demos and at least a gameplay trailer and a story trailer on YouTube later. So we're going to really hype up this game as much as we can. They actually remembered which game it was representing, which surprised me. What, your game? And it reloads. Oh, that's good. It saves you having to work on one yourself. He seemed fairly okay with the booth in game, so I think he actually did like the game. Yeah, just not the farting. The guy above me is not real. We are schizophrenic. Oh, really? Make sure there's not a guy above me. Once the game is finished, you should upload a gameplay trailer. Gameplay trailers always hype me up. Yeah, I'm going to release a gameplay trailer beforehand. And I was going to make it kind of like, you know, the Red Dead Redemption kind of trailers where they're basically like talking through the gameplay. So it's like, in this survival horror you will have, you know, limited resources and you must solve puzzles and, you know, like proper explain it to people. Because I think, I read the comments and people said they actually really like those kind of trailers. Because I hate trailers that just show you gameplay but they don't really explain the context. At least the Rockstar trailers, they always like give you detail and sort of say like, this is what to expect in this game, you know. So I might do something like that in a really creepy kind of way, and just show off that there's 2 characters you can play as. They need to explore, they need to find resources, they need to solve puzzles, use key items, generally survive, you know, different weapons, different tactics you can use for different enemies and different rooms and corridors. And I'll briefly mention that there is a story that you interact with, but I'm not going to make a story trailer till later because I need to obviously finish all the cutscenes, and I feel like the cutscenes won't get finished until like near the end of the game, so that'll probably come out maybe just before the game actually comes out. I'm just having a little look here because we're making the floor for the store. Grungy tile, I mean, I think, did we use that one last time? I can't even remember because that one does look good. I don't want to use checkered twice because we already used it for the restaurant, and after the restaurant you come into the store and I don't want it to have the same floor, so maybe I'll just use like this kind of floor. Could this work for a store? Maybe. I know I need to put my thermal down before someone mentions it again. That's what everybody mentions every stream. It's always like, your thermal's a little high. I'm like, yeah, I'll deal with it. I'm just too lazy right now. It's quite a... oh, this one's quite loud. Let me just turn that down there a little bit. I don't know how it sounds for you guys, but some tracks are louder than others, so it gets a little bit distracting. So, what the wah. This was the other floors, but I didn't really see anything. I'll stick with... Hold on. There's one more floor I could maybe use. I just briefly saw it there, and I've lost it again. Where was it? That wasn't that one. Was it in here? I swear I just saw a floor, but I can't remember which floor section it was in. I think it was this one. Maybe this floor. This looks like rule paper. So I mean, we could... I'll enlarge this because I feel like it's a bit too small. So like, I could use this kind of floor or reduce this floor and use this one. Maybe this one works. Looks kind of like a bathroom, but I don't know, it might be okay from a distance. Maybe. So we've got a choice between these two so far. Ideally I'd go with this one. I'm just kind of worried about the thermal, because we saw what happened once we put the floor into the restaurant. It was quite thermal intensive, let's say. So let me reduce some detail here, because I never done it last time. Get everything looking nice and blue. There you go. I think one of the reasons why I didn't actually reduce the thermal here was because I wasn't sure if I was actually going to use these assets or if I was just going to redo it. Look, John Jenny Steve and his big massive sack is proper red. That's where all the details going. His sack. Right. just get this. I don't know why I've got a top hat here, by the way. It just happens to be here. Same with the door. I don't know if I'm going to use this particular door. I don't think I will. I think I'll use the same door we used in the job centre, you know, the plain kind of door. There we go. See, the thermal's looking great already. Oh, what? I need to do all these separately? You kidding me on? Right. I think we're good. Look at that. Every damn object is its own thing, and sometimes there's some ones that are grouped. What are these random shapes? I'm probably end up going to have to delete some of these shapes anyway because they're not really. I think I can probably just do one bag. Okay. It's funny though when you look at stuff like that, it's like green plants, like everything else has its own like colour, but flecks, they just kind of stay the same. This one I was probably going to change because if you look here it's got the monster logo. I could paint over it, but I feel like I keep worrying about, if someone goes into the genealogy and they see that I've used a copyrighted thing, you know, it might get scrutinised a little bit, so I'm kind of worried about that. Okay, so that's the thermal down a little bit, which should be enough for us to experiment with the floor. So I'll try this floor first, and then if it takes up too much thermal, I'll just enlarge this one and use that across the entire floor. So let's see how that goes. So I just need to move the floor down a bit, the default floor. I usually still keep the default floor just for reference. It somehow helps me a little bit. Let me just catch up here. I'm not real, how did you know? How Schmoomin is a figment of everyone's imagination. What do you think of the VR update? I quite like the VR update. I think it's cool. It's always nice to have like additional features. I don't have a VR headset though, so it's technically not going to affect me too much. However, I think that they're giving the tools to everyone, even if you don't own VR, which basically means that if I want to make a VR game, it's possible. I would just need someone with a VR headset to test it for me. I don't have any projects this year, but next year I was going to make a first-person horror shooter game, and maybe if I can make it VR compatible, then it gives people a choice if they want to play the VR version or the non-VR version. So that would be pretty cool. I think VR will definitely heighten, particularly horror games, you know, racing games. I think those will be pretty cool. And it's good that they're giving everyone the tools, because I don't think VR people, not all of them will be creators, so the VR content will be quite small. That's why we need more creators who can make VR content but just get someone with a VR headset to test it for us. So that's my hope. But I'm more excited for multiplayer because particularly because I think the game really needs some co-op levels. Not really multiplayer competitive levels, because I think it might get too laggy. I think it's a bit too complicated, but I think if we could at least get a 2-player, maybe 3, 4 if we're lucky, and make a lag-free co-op game, I think that would be pretty good. So, but I'm still happy for VR people. I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure they're testing it. People that have been testing it have been saying that it's been such a great addition to Dreams. So hopefully we can get a lot of really cool, unique content coming our way pretty soon. What about you? What do you guys think about VR? Does anyone have VR? Would Dreams kind of get you in the mood for purchasing VR in the future? If you saw a VR game, would you buy it just for the would you get the VR headset just because of a particular game? That's what I meant to say. Right, this is a bit wonky. Hold on. Right, let's put this wee floor in. Does that look alright? It's kind of distracting because if you notice, see how they've got like these parts, but the creator didn't put them on the edge, so it means when you duplicate it, there's always going to be a section that doesn't have that black bar. So I'm pretty much going to have to just kind of do something like that, maybe. So I think it still looks terrible. Who cares? Who cares, right? It's not going to match entirely, but I think it'll be good enough. Be good enough. Right, there's all my treats that fell on the floor. There we go. I'll need to find walls that we can use as well. This is just a generic little convenience store, so it's not really anything too fancy. Don't listen to him, guys. He's not real, I'm telling you. What? Who are you talking about? What is a house moon? I have no idea. Media Molecule has stated in their live stream earlier today that they are looking to implement the Creator Hall guides so dreamers can find their booth easier with all the 40+ halls. So they're going to implement a Creator Hall guides. Okay. Yeah, that would be better, I think. Saves people randomly going through all of the halls trying to find where the hell theirs is. And I guess it's good because you can say like, oh, this booth reads quite interesting, it's got a nice description. Maybe I'll check out that one on hall, I don't know, 39 for example. That does sound good. What area are you working on today? Well, scheme costs. We are working on the convenience store. If you remember, we messed up your vegetables last time, if you remember that. And it really bugged you. Remember we put the, I don't know if it was a carrot or a parsnip or something like that. We mixed it in with the giant mushrooms and it totally freaked you out. So yeah, I remember. And obviously we've got Isaac covered here. We've got some onions for him, which I'm sure he's going to be more than thrilled about. So this is basically his health potions in the game. You know, eat an onion, back to full health again. I found my booth by going into genealogy on my booth, then going into used in, and it tells me which hall it was used in. Yeah, I found out just because you told me where mine's was. Most likely adding this feature today or tomorrow within the Dreams hub. The Dreams.com hub, I assume. Yeah, let's hope so. It's a lot of work, but they get paid for it, right? Hey Stu, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Get some Silent Hill tunes on today. LB, the thermal's a bit high. Oh, don't get me started. Thermal is kind of high, LBA. Just thought I'd mention it. Yeah. It's the bane of my life. As soon as that thermal pops up, everyone's like, oh, that thermal, get it down, get it down. You want to see a building fall down? I've never actually seen a building fall down. Maybe just in like a movie or something. My game is a basic and smaller version of yours. So you're copying us, Robbie. How could you? The floor is a maths book you'd write on at school. Oh yeah, it's the rule paper. That's the one. You'd write on rule paper? I'd draw on it. Technicality. In or out? You got it, man. You got it. How about a marble floor with big tiles, but the tiles have little spots in them like you see in supermarkets? I'll need to find it because in my collection of floors I might not have what you're looking for, but if I search for marble floor, would somebody have made a marble floor? Because look, I've got a collection here like I don't know if you can find something that you're talking about. See, it's quite hard because most of the floors are like really specific to certain things, like for castles or stuff like that. You know, wood. Right, these are all walls. What am I doing? See, like there's wood. There's stuff for bathrooms. Some concrete, which could be okay, but I think most of it's for outside. Sci-fi stuff. Again, some kind of concrete that you would probably find outside. Metal Gear Solid floor. I mean, it looks alright, but it's Metal Gear Solid. Can't really use that. We've got the Windows floor, obviously. But yeah, it's like really what we're looking for. It's a bit harder, so I mean, I'll see if I can find like a marble floor, but I don't know if the marble floor will look good. Let me see. So we get this marble floor with the veins. That would look cool. Like you could, if you could redesign that, make it red and make it look like veins. I think that would look very nice. So this marble floor looks like the floor from Little Big Planet 2, the default floor. Plain gets the job done. This marble floor is basically just a plain floor. Artwork kind of thing. Maybe a bit too fancy. Same kind of idea. Marble slab. Yeah. It's not touch. I think when I searched for marble, I think something else came up. Look, marble slabs. But I don't know. I feel like it's too fancy. You know, it's like something you would find in like a mansion, maybe. Not really a supermarket. These are just loads of marble things. You want a marble universe? Who's this? Yeah, it's quite hard to find, to be honest. Like the marble stuff we're finding is quite similar to this kind of stuff anyway. But if I find a floor later, I'll update it. Like I said, none of this is final, even though we're doing a proper draft now. All of it is still work in progress, really. So if we want to change something later, we can. It's not set in stone, so we don't need to worry about that. I'll just move this over a wee bit, just so it's kind of lines up with where the wall was going to be. Dun, 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 dun. There you go. Right, I think that looks alright. Just need to try and copy this floor all the way across. So the floor looks alright. I think it does the job. We can just like stain it a little bit, you know, so like products that fell on the floor. Some dirt, you know, dust, all that kind of stuff. And we'll make it look a bit, you know, more bleak as time goes on. I think it looks kind of okay. It's a little bit wonky, but I think it does the job. I made use some black and white tiles. It'll be high quality, only 2% thermal. I think maybe I'll use those for the restaurant, because the thermal went really high when I duplicated the tiles. It was the gameplay thermal that was raising quite high. So if your tiles don't do that, then I can switch for those ones. I sure do hope you all are taking care. Oh yes, every day. Hope you're doing the same. Those assets are so unoptimized. Oh yes. My game is going to be one of the most unoptimized things, but so beautiful. You too, the Shadow Redemption. Oh yes, everyone's got to keep safe. Do details increase thermal? Yes, a lot. Every detail, it gets worse and worse, so you really need to plan out what exactly you're wanting to do. I read that wrong, but it still fits, I guess. Not really. Size is more an effect than thermal. It depends, because like if you edit something, you add like little things. The more things you add to it, it kind of goes up a bit more, especially the gameplay. Wait, so Hal Schmooman isn't real? No, he's not real. He's real, but he's not real. He's not really real. That's the confusing part. LBA, is it possible to make online multiplayer shooter? Well, once the multiplayer comes out, yes, technically. They said they want to try and get at least 8 players online. So if they can manage 8 players, then you could definitely have a good 4v4 online shooter. But I'm not so interested in that for Dreams. Because I think shooting games in Dreams, I'd rather just play a real shooting game. Whereas if someone makes like a co-op game that's more unique in Dreams, I'd be more happy to play that, I think. Imagine the cool things people will do with VR. People, or maybe charities, could even make mental illness simulations with VR to help raise awareness, which would be interesting. Oh yes, you're just like suffering. Oh, this is terrible. This is what it's like to have, you know, bad vision. Oh my god. Or drunk vision. You ever play that game, the VR game, when it makes you seem like you're drunk? And you're like, whoa. It's great. Great fun. I think they already did something like that, Media Molecule, with that Martin guy. They made a VR thing that was basically like, they tried to do like global warming, so it was kind of like looking around the pollution and what the environment's going to look like if we don't, you know, look after the planet and stuff like that. So I think that, yeah, definitely the VR could help with that kind of stuff as well, putting you into scenarios that you would never normally be a part of, really. The VR update is my most anticipated feature. Before Dreams, I was only playing VR games. Now I can play both. 2 in 1, huh? Yeah, it'll be good. That's a good shout, man. Interesting application. HR, welcome. Is it okay if you can show my Storytime Animators Dream booth? Or if you can check it out when you have your Dream Surfing streams? Yeah, absolutely. Just send it to me. LittleBigAnimation, just send it to me. I'll add it to my timeline. And I'm thinking this Saturday we'll do an extra stream, because we didn't really get to play levels on Wednesday because we were just looking at booths. So I'm just going to play some stuff from the booths. So if anybody wants me to play anything, I'll mix it in with some of the other booth creations. Hey, this is the original version of that Dreams cover. Oh yes, this is the original version. Can you tell the quality is much higher now? But it's in a house. Oh, okay, so you're going to change it up a little bit. Sounds good. Cooked Vulture, hello, welcome back. You need good old-fashioned linoleum. Do you want to make some for me? Especially because I don't even know what that is. Marble Universe sounds like a bootleg Marvel Universe. Yeah, it's actually a good idea, actually. Bovaretta is... She's like Captain Marble. That's who she can be. Well, I'm gonna go. Oh, see you later, Graham. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, Big Fish. Welcome back. Hey, LBA. I'm working on those dinosaur nuggets. What should I name it so you can find it? Dinosaur Nuggets. I think that would be a good name. Where are we going to? Where were we going to put the dinosaur nuggets again? I completely forgot. Was it in the restaurant? I'm real in the sense of real, but not really real in the sense of real in reality. I know. Not even in virtual reality can we say that you're really part of reality. Hauschmumen. Yeah, that's why I made the tiles for you. Then I ended up making the entire restaurant. Oh, you finished the restaurant for me? Good. Almost finished now. I'll send you when it's done. Excellent. That's nice. So we're going to have a brand spanking new restaurant thanks to Scheme Costs. Yeah, I saw the global warming one. Yeah, it looks quite cool. But is the VR game really simulate actually drunkenness? And I really miss Media Molecule design streams with Kareem. I know. Watching Kareem, that mad genius, and he just talks and talks and talks. It's like he's in his own universe. It's quite interesting. But yes, it kind of simulates drunkenness in terms of blurriness. You know, like everything's all blurry, but to be honest, it makes me feel sick. I remember we were playing a game in Dreams, and it was like you played the same level over and over again, but it changed, like the objectives changed. And one of the levels, it was like a bloody screen, like you were drunk, and even just thinking about it now, it's making me feel really sick. Like, if anyone puts blurriness in their games, try and avoid it, because it puts people off like me who feel I can't continue. It's the only thing that stops me. Never tried VR, so I don't know if it would make me feel sick, but obviously if it's really blurry, it's making me feel sick just thinking about it. Honestly, today I think the Dreams soundtrack is a bit more high quality. This sounds like Danny quality, but it's fine. What do you mean? I don't understand. Today it's a bit more high quality, but you're comparing it to Danny quality? That's very confusing. Danny quality. How dare you? Right, I need to figure out what I'm going to do for the walls now. Obviously we need to have like big windows here and here. Let me see if I can find like a store window or a shop window. I'll search for both. General store. Shop window maybe. I do have a collection of windows, but I think most of them are for like houses and stuff. I mean, what we could do is just steal these windows. We could literally just pull out this entire restaurant and just use it for the windows and the doors. I think that would be good. Weird. Right, let me see. I've got a collection of windows, but like I said, I don't think they're entirely what we're looking for. They were more like... Let me see, there's my windows here. See, they're more windows for like houses. So I need to find, like, I could use something like that. It's a bit cartoony, but it's basically the idea of what I'm looking for. This is just all for castles and cathedrals. Hold on. Right, let's see. Boarded up windows could be good as well. I mean, I suppose it could fit. Let's see how it looks. I mean, you would probably board it up from the inside, wouldn't you? Most people think you would board it on the outside, but I don't know. Maybe you're already inside the building and you're trying to board it up because you're too afraid to go outside. So, well, I don't know if we'll use these, but it's not exactly doing anything for me. Looks a little bit too cartoony for me. If I was going to change it, I'd probably try and look for... see, this one looks really cartoony as well, you know. If I can edit this, it would help. Like, where did they hide the text? Where is the text? Oh, here it's here. It's hiding. So let me just delete that crap, and then I can like try and delete this stuff here. And can I delete this stuff as well? just so I can get like the basic kind of window. There you go. It kind of looks like glass. There you go. A crappy window. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to use this window. It's too terrible. Right, we'll just imagine that's how it all looks, right? Let's just play along and assume that this is all good, right? But I need to actually bring these walls in as well. Just delete that one. I need to bring this door in a bit. Just use the one wall. And then bring this over again. Okay. And then get another wall on the other side. Right, so now we're feeling a bit more compact now. Right, looks alright now. Just need to extend this a little bit. Ta-da! Okay. Let me turn my X-ray off so we don't see John Jerry Steve through the wall. There we go, a nice wee compact store. So there's a lot of stuff that's been destroyed, so I kind of have no choice but to explore the store a little bit. Maybe there's like an item in here you can find, and then you come around this way to leave. And there's a wee John Jerry Steve action figure here, so I'm probably going to put him over on this side. So you actually have to go all the way around and come round to this part here to actually pick up John Jerry Steve. One of many excellent collectibles, I'm sure you'll agree. Now I meant the jukebox quality was better. When I say Danny quality, I mean like like it's being recorded off a phone. Maybe it was just that specific track, but now it sounds okay. Alright, so yeah, sometimes some tracks are louder than the other, so I think it kind of bleeds a little bit too much into the mic, which is kind of hard for me because I can't actually hear what you guys hear. I can only hear what I hear, so I need to watch the stream back and see what tracks work and what tracks don't. I'm making you some restaurant windows and doors. I'll send what I have made so far. Oh good, because we really do need some windows and doors, as you noticed. I might practice basic sculpting soon so I can make visual stuff on my own, because it annoys me not being able to do any of that. I'll do it one day. One day I'll get into it. Right now I'm just making do with what I've got, to be honest. And obviously some of you guys can fill the void. If there's anything you've noticed that we can't find, you can send it to me. You board up the walls on the inside because you've been hurt too many times, and you can clean tell a lie in someone's 3yes that you have trouble trusting people. Hashtag zombie apocalypse. You board up, or is this you fixing this? Or is this a double post? Seems like a double post. Hey Joe! Oh Joe. Joe. I'm afraid the day has come to look at miniature John Jerry Steve's leg. This is what came of your life now. We know what latecomers get. They get the leg on top of some nicely fresh tomatoes. So there you go. Enjoy your vegetables and John Jerry Steve leg, like the worst double combination in your life. I updated your lines and added a new row of lines. Excellent, more work for me. I love it. Also added some things telling you what emotion to read them in, if that makes sense. Oh yes. Like, imagine if John Jerry Steve was strangling you, how would you feel? Now deliver it. Deliver those lines with that mentality. Along with the accent. The accent? You want me to do accents? Oh dear. Hopefully it's nothing too extreme. Oh yes, Joe. Take that leg. Yeah, Joe was literally 41 minutes late. You know, he deserves everything that he gets. Worse than the big one. Is it? I was only speculating, but yeah. Your eyes are bleeding. Was that sarcasm, LB? Maybe. Maybe. Mini John Jerry Steve's leg is the... what is that? Worst you to look at because it's super small. The worst to look... I know you don't expect it, you know, the smaller packages, they tend to be the most deadly ones. Remember that. Right. Hey Fridger Cloud, welcome back. Harder John Jerry Steve. I know. Put all that might into that leg squeeze. See that's why he squeezes harder, because he's so small that he has to make up the strength. So it kind of works a little harder to accomplish it. Okay, you're okay with Russian accents, right? If you want a really terrible accent, sure. I could try and do a Russian accent. Don't expect anything too accurate. I was just in time. Yeah, you would say that, Joe. And American. Yeah, American's fine. Obviously, I can do British, different British accents. Russian, I can do a stereotype. You know, but if you ask me to do like a Lithuanian accent, I'd be like, what the hell does that sound like? The carrot is still in the mushroom section, I see. Oh, was that you, Crooked Vulture? Yeah, it is. I left it there for you. I remember someone was devastated by it, so it's going to be there for good now. Thank you. Only 41 minutes? 41 minutes too late, Joe. Say that to your crucified neck. Yeah, kind of like how silent farts smell worse. Yeah, pretty much. You got on experience? That's not his leg. Oh. You mistook it for a leg. I see now. I see now. He's actually a one-legged man, but they call him two-legged. Maybe like both of his legs merged together into one, and then this other leg is more like a stump that just kind of grew. Oh god. As long as the accent sounds foreign and not British, then it's fine. Okay, sounds good. The rogue carrot must be a trap. Would you like to pick up this carrot? Yes. As soon as you pick it up, zombies come bursting out of a secret compartment. And you waste all your ammo trying to kill the zombies, and then you get rewarded with like one bit of handgun ammo. You're welcome. You should put a purple cabbage in the cabbage section, like in Jazz Punk. Oh, see, I don't want to copy it too much. That's why we put our carrot in the mushroom pile. We're trying to be original. Make a German accent, Hausschmummen, trust me, it sounds awesome. Yeah, but my German accent will probably be something like, you know, like Call of Duty Zombies. There's a German guy you get to go in that, and he's like super stereotype, like German scientist kind of stereotype. So that's probably what you're going to get from me if we do it like that. So I'm going to have a quick look at like some walls here. Store interior. Let's have a look. Because we could like we don't necessarily need to make it plain. Like, you know, every store has a brand. So like, say the store's brand is green, so we could have like a white store, and then we could have like green parts like painted around on the wall. Maybe. It's just an idea. Because I mean, the stores generally tend to be white. I think everybody likes a nice white store, nice and clean. There's some stores here that actually do have laminated flooring, and then you've got some other ones that are more. There is a checkered floor, but I don't want to use a checkered floor since we already used it for the restaurant. There's another floor that kind of goes like in diagonal stripes. But yeah, it seems like that it is possible to use a wooden floor, but there is a floor like this as well. So I think we're fine using this floor. I think this floor will do the job. I could make this floor even smaller to make the squares smaller, or use this one, because supermarkets and stores, they do have this kind of square floor, so I think we've got it nailed. So yeah, I'm proven right. Like, the store is basically like a white wall, and then you can put like a line that goes around that's like a certain colour. And obviously over on here you could do like some signs up on this part saying like snack area, frozen food, and then you can change the colour there as well. So I'll maybe do something like that. So I don't want to make the whole thing like orange and then it looks ridiculous, so I'll make it white, and then maybe like green or orange can kind of go around, if that makes sense. So let me have a look. If I make everything, just make everything kind of white grey just now, bear with me. And I'm just gonna see, I was gonna like, this is how lazy I am, right? I was too lazy to build something myself. So like, imagine there's a line, like, hold on, let me do it like this. If it will sit properly. God damn it, it's not sitting properly. It was perfect before, right? Still not very good. Never mind, I'll do it myself. I just wanted to get like some kind of cube, right? And then we'll colour it like the colour we want. So say we want to do like an orange kind of colour, right? And then I would just put it like kind of like somewhere that goes like around the store. So the building's not going to be that high. This is a bit high, so we'll say like the size of the shelves. So maybe like here, maybe. This is just an example of what I'm talking about. Let's see if this works. And then we'll just like duplicate it all around. You see what I mean now? I don't know how American stores are, but generally they normally do this kind of stuff, don't they? They like to like colour brand their stores, so everything just has to be in theme. So we could do orange, we could do green. There's a lot of different colour combinations I'm sure we could try out. But let's just see how this works. This is as much sculpting as I've ever done. This is all you get from me, a basic block. That's your lot. Right. There you go. So do you see what I mean? It's kind of like you've got like a plain sort of wall, but then you've got, stretch this a bit, but then you've got like some kind of colour scheme that goes around the store, and then obviously we're gonna have like promotional stuff that's also kind of orange as well, or you know, we don't even need to do orange, we could do like a green as well, you know, like, see, get a better green than that, you know, like if we went like that, or so it could be green or it could be orange. Either way, right? Either way. So yeah. the camera angles are probably only going to be like this anyway, so maybe you don't really see this part too much. It's not going to be so obvious. It's just going to be like, you know, maybe like that, and maybe you might see it like up the corner here. So it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But yeah, the walls normally are this kind of colour. Obviously I don't like using non-textured walls, but some places literally do have a crappy texture, so like the supermarkets. I could experiment a little bit and like see what it looks like if I was to change the, you know, the colour of the wall a little bit, but I feel like it's too much, you know. Plus, once this scene's really dark, I think everything's going to blend together a bit better. Because this scene has no lighting whatsoever right now, so it looks a bit plain. But yeah, I think it's okay. So we just need to fix the door, the windows, this door here, the top hat that apparently someone was going to buy. I don't know why. There just happened to be a top hat when I brought out this object. I mean, we could even update some of the stuff, like we could make like a Bovaretta cereal. But this stuff's in the background, you're not actually going to see all that kind of stuff, you know. It's just like a background detail. And obviously most of the shelves would probably have already been looted or destroyed, so that's why I haven't really put many products on the shelves for that reason, really. So I had some here that was just kind of lying here, but I could maybe put some of these on the shelves, but generally I think most people just stole things and ran. But not Monster Energy, because obviously we don't need that in a crisis. We don't even need vegetables. All we care about is our crisps and our biscuits, all of our processed foods. That's all that matters. Let me just find where I got to. So the German accent now. Hey babe, can I put a carrot in your mushroom section? Oh, you really thought that one through, right? Just don't get me infected with your mad fungus. That's the last thing I want. Extra heads growing on my carrot. Yeah, it sounds awesome. Dr. Straub, maybe. I just remember it was a guy with glasses, and it was like super stereotype. Like, yes, I'm German, you know. German accent would be pronounced T as Z and pronounced G as Ch, and a W as a V. A V, yeah. What do you mean? Like that. Very stereotype, but it's true. Oh, and J as a Y. So John, Jerry, Steve, JJ, Steve is actually YY. YYS. Voice line, laughing mad scientist. Oh yeah. Laughs in German. Zingerman sounds like Zed. My game is a horror game, and you have to ring keys to doors. Oh, okay. Ring keys to doors. I wonder if there's a colour nobody has used yet in Dreams. I don't know. Aquamarine? I'm not sure. I guess you could try and make something with like the weirdest colour palette ever existing. Yeah, I like it. Also, maybe a green line in the bottom. Maybe blue. Blue much better to the orange. I prefer blue. It's because our things here were orange, so it kind of matches. Maybe text saying the name of the store, making diners dinner's easier or something like that, you know. Yeah. I mean, we could do that as an Easter egg, to be honest. Like, obviously we don't really give a crap about what the store's called, but if we were to make something that at least is an Easter egg, I think it would be pretty funny. So, I mean, what would we write? Has to be something about Bovaretta or John J. Steve, isn't it? It's all we ever do. Fresh onions. So I don't know what the store could be called. John and Jerry's. There you go, John and Jerry's. JJS Superstore. There you go. Store. There you go, John and Jerry's Superstore. Do you like it? It is terrible. There you go. You happy with that one? John and Jerry's Superstore. Do you like that one? We'll see where the camera angles go first, and then I'll determine where the text goes, because I don't want to write stuff that no one's going to see. But we'll definitely need to put like some kind of poster somewhere that kind of promotes something. Get your lamb legs here. John Jerry Steel legs, 50% off. Get that kind of stuff down. Oh, look at that, dodgy. I'll just put this here for just now, right? So I can just be like, legs 50% off. There you go. Ta-da! We'll make a sign. Make it white in the background. Black, I don't know. Red, make it red. There you go. Legs 50% off. Off your chicken legs. Perfect. It's beautiful. The Little Big Market. Oh, it could be that as well, yeah. In my Jazzpunk spin-off, I'm making a cyberpunk area, and I'm having so much fun making company names like Hexaco and Nanocorp and making the signs for them. Yeah, it's quite. I like the design process. It's like I really enjoy making like main menus for games. I think that's pretty cool. Like some people might think it's really boring, but I don't know. Like doing start game, load game, options. I don't know. I just like kind of like putting together all these kind of things. In my LBA spin-off, I'm having fun making stuff. You are my inspiration to make my games. Oh, thank you very much. Sounds pretty sweet. Just make sure you don't use the same name. Use a different name. Use your own name for your game, so that it has its own identity. Gurnia Co. Benimart, Trent and Stocks Co. Some spitball store names. How Schmoomin, I am an alien. I like eating humans. Oh, better watch out. How? The alien's coming for you now. John Jerry Steve Klein commercial says, get a new leg shirt now, 50% off. Watch out, Human, we are coming, we are going to gobble you up. Uh-oh. How Schmoomin, you're in trouble now. Again, remember I mentioned when the camera goes too far away, the text starts to get a bit blurry, which is awful. So I'll need to make sure that maybe it's just the size of the text, because that leg text is okay. I think if your text is I don't know actually, it's weird. Just need to make sure the camera doesn't zoom too far or the text won't really be that visible. We also need to find better cabinets to have like drinks, because I can't use this one. I need to change this one to something else, I think. So where's Papa the Trinker? There he's there. Come on, Papa the Trinker, you've got work to do. So let's bring him round here into the action. Right, what door did we use? I did say I was going to change the door. I think I was going to use this door instead of this one. Or just use this one. Means I can reuse the same doors, and then I don't need to make like a million different door animations. Right, so this kind of takes you out to the back alley. So this is basically where you're going to enter from. There you go. Need to get the sizes right. I feel like it could be a bit bigger, but just a tiny bit. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just leave it like that, right? So you're walking in. Once we have the lighting, it'll really help us to see what we can and can't do. So I'll get some more of these products, and I'll put maybe some of them on the shelves. So I'll put these close together because I don't want to like spread them out and then they block your path from moving around. So we have to actually detail these as well, because look, there's like a brand name on them. Brand name example. Oh, hold on. I need to plug in my laptop. Just give me a second. Got the charger here though. Big crazy ass charger. Dun dun dun. It's because I'm using the iPad for the jukebox, so I don't have any. I don't have the comments opening. So I need to use the laptop for the comments, but the laptop turns off, we're in trouble. Right, I'm done. Get my wee gizmos ready. Ba-ding. Right, there you go. Plug that in, there you go, perfect. We're good to go now. We're all good. We're saved. Right. What was going to call this cereal? So we can get like a few different ones. We could go like so obviously we've got the it's kind of like Kellogg's, but it's called Bovarettas, right? And then it's like crinkly crinkles. There you go. Light. Hold on, let me see, that text might be too long. It's not light, it's full fat, man. I don't know. Oh, I should use a C, shouldn't I? Crinkly crinkles. They should be a K. I'm sorry. Crinkly crinkles. There you go. Looks good. What could I do? %. There you go. 100% normal free. Does that look good? What do you think? What's your verdict? So we've got Vovaretta's Crinkly Crinkles, 100% normal free. There you go. And we can do more here. Get this one, 24 pieces, extra large. This is definitely John Jerry Steve. Leg. Let's go nibbles. I was going to say bites, but let's go for leg nibbles. There you go, hold on. And then there's 24 pieces. I don't know. Twenty 24 veins. There you go. Extra large. I think that kind of does the trick. Extra veiny. And this one, I don't know what this is. It's more like just a box. Just like the same box as that one, just that it has less detail. Can I change the colour of this? Like if I just... I think it's easy to change the colour. It's easy to change the colour. So I could probably delete that one and then just like make a different box here. So if you want to make another different brand, we could just change like the colour or something. You know. That's good. I like that one. Crinkly Crinkles. John Jerry Steve leg nibbles, 24 veins, extra large. Sounds delicious, doesn't it? This is like the best products ever. We should do this once we start making, you know, merchandise for the channel. We'll start to make our own cereal and snacks, and we'll have Crinkly Crinkles in your cupboard in no time. They call me Hal 9000. Hal Schmoomin 9000 puts on the glasses. And no, I will not open the pod bay doors. Why 9000? Scientist name Dr. Jürgen Wolfgang Skraub von Franken. That's very appropriately named, yes. 2001 A Space Odyssey reference, I think. Or Dragon Ball Z, we never know. We will eat you, this is war. Bovaretta Hughes, Crinkly, is proud. She has a new middle name. Yup, the H stands for Hughes. Oh really? We did not know that. One normal name and a long weird name. How dare you, LB? Make it Bovaretta's autobiography. Crinkly Crinkle. Crinkly Crinkles, the journey to excessive stardom. 10 out of 10. How dare you sounds quite familiar. I don't know why. John Jerry Steve leg nibbles. So delicious, isn't it, Joe? When you change a colour, turn the tint to a different level so the darker parts stay the same. Okay. And it doesn't have a hint of green left over. Still waiting for a John Jerry Steve's leg shirt. Yeah, one day we'll get to that, one day. Still or skull waiting. I know we need to actually make a diary or a book that we can actually read that chronicles Bovaretta's rise and fall from fame, which I think would be pretty funny. Yeah, I don't think you can. Everything kind of changes anyway, to be honest. Right, so I'll put some of these on the shelf. I'm not going to bother renaming them all the time. Like, for me, that's enough. So on this side, see, I think this shelf might be like that. So, clearly this is a very small supermarket. They don't have like, you know, like piles and piles of stuff, one after the other. It's just like we've got space for one product, and one product is all you're getting. So I really don't want to put too many of these down. Want some crinkly crinkles? Well, you've came to the right place. We are the exclusive brand holder for Crinkly Crinkles. It took us a long time to reach this brand deal, so please buy one today, otherwise we wasted all our time and effort. That's what the marketing needs to be. That this whole town, this whole city, is basically very Bovaretta centric, isn't it? She's like the mascot for like the entire town, basically. She's in the hospital. She's on their food products. She's basically everywhere, to be honest. It's actually insane. Do it like that. There you go. Delicious, delicious. Some crinkly crinkles. Everybody loves a wee crinkly crinkle. Right, I'll get some more of these. Then I'll probably see if I can just change the colour. Let's see if we make it like, I don't know, kind of yellow maybe. It's kind of hard to get it the way I want it. No one's going to make their product that dark. This annoys me every time that colour wheel doesn't change properly. Now let's get like a more purpley one. Right, so now it can be 100%. This is like a special edition. There you go. Crinklier. 100% crinklier. There you go. And we'll just put more of these down, I think. Delicious. Absolutely delicious, wouldn't you say? She's really got the crinkliness. It's funny because most people probably won't even read those. Depends what the camera angle's like, but if people actually take the time and they go, crinkly crinkles? What the hell is a crinkly crinkle? So what I need to do as well, I could like change this one. And let me see. Try and find something that looks a bit better. The other colour was quite green, so try and do something we've not done before. like a very aqua kind of thing. Okay. So now we can have Hausschmummen. Let's put Hausschmummens here. So Hausschmummens. Right, so we need to find some typographicals. Typo cakes. There you go. Typo cake bakes. I like that. There you go. Typo cake bakes. I'm loving it. Steely good. Do you get it? Because it's a typo. There you go. Do you like that one? Hold on, I need to fix that text. Stretch it a bit. There you go. There you go. Hausschmummens. Typo cakes. It's beautiful. It's a thing of beauty. Wouldn't you all like to get some Hausschmummens typo cake bakes? And they're steely good. Oh yes. The Diary of John Jerry Steve. Oh yeah. It's like a code book. Instance of John Jerry Steve. It's in a code, yeah. Lower the second slider to 0 when changing colour. The second slider. Original colour saturation. Oh, that looks good. There you go. Stops the blend. Yes, very good. This one looks kind of alright, even though I didn't do that. Let me see. Yeah, I quite like the mix. That's quite good. But this one, what's your favourite then? Would you have some Bovaretta Crinkly Crinkles? Would you have the second edition that is 100% crinklier? Or would you have John Jerry Steve leg nibbles with 24 veins, extra large? Or Hausschmummens typo cake bakes? Steely good. Let me know. What's your favourite? I'll mail you some in the future, and you can give me some crucial feedback. So I'll put maybe like one of these on the floor, just lying kind of like that. Delicious. Maybe even one of these I'll put like here as well. Absolutely delicious, wouldn't you say? I'll put it near the end because so it doesn't block your path. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. There you go, so we got some stuff on the shelves. Better than nothing, right? I don't even know what you just wrote, Hausschmummen. That is one complex equation. Jazz punk reference, none of you will understand. Yeah, even if I don't know about jazz punk, I probably still wouldn't get it. Let me see here. So the jukebox finished. So let me just get the Resident Evil one back up. Title theme. Well, let's go for the peaceful ones. Sigh of relief. It's good for me. I think the Silent House soundtrack was a bit louder. There we go. Sound good? Make how Schmoomin bites. Like bites, but with a Y. Oh, okay. I quite like your Typhal cake bakes, but I could change the bakes to bites, technically. I can help you if you want real world colour influence. Meanings and the proper colour the products should be coloured. Alright, sure, yeah. What kind of advice do you have for me? So let's see. Bites, there you go. I could even do it even more. I could do like cake, cake, cake. Don't know, like I could do it like that. Cake, bites. But I think it's too much, even for me. Even for me, it's too much. There you go, you got your typo cake bites, if you prefer. I understand bites. I know, I would, yummy. Love me some typo cakes. I love Strawfiles cakes. What the hell is a Strawfile cake? You understand it, how Schmoomin? The aliens are still coming. The third option changes the hue of the actual object, so it stops blending. The second option just gets rid of the object's original sculpt colour. So without a colour on the colour wheel, it just is black and white. Go on LB, you know you want to put jazz punk soundtrack on. Maybe. Does it fit the ambience of what we're trying to achieve here? Yeah, sounds good. I like bakes better. Ah, okay. All that effort for nothing. There you go. Could you make John Jerry Steve German bratwurst leg, please? What kind of product would this be? Is this a snack, a cereal? What do you think? Because that's what I imagine Bovaretta's one. Crinkly Crinkles. They sound like cornflakes, but Bovaretta style, and they're really, really crinkly. I typed that by accident. What, DDX? What does that mean? Is that a secret code? Sounds like I need a typo cackle. Did LB just pronounce cack as cack? Yes, I did. I'm not saying cash. Cash is money, man. It's cack. Cack. Back up that cack, man. White, basic. Black, luxury and sophistication. Brown is more natural. Green is happy. No downside. Blue is happy but can cause depression after exposure to too much of it. Really? Just like your profile picture. I'm so depressed looking at you. And the yellow is happy and enter. Super happy. So we're getting quite depressed by how Schmoomin here. It started off as a good love affair, but then it got a bit... what did you say for green? Happy, no downside. So there's no downside to John Jerry Steve. He's all good. And purple, what do you think about purple? Or rouge? Does that have a good colour table? Strawberry cakes, it's strawberry cakes. Doesn't really fit, but it sounds so jazzy. And oh yeah. And energetic. Red is powerful, passionate and loving. Pink can mean loving and kindness. So there you go. Bovaretta has the loving cereal. With every spoonful, you get a bit of Bovaretta inside your mouth. That's what it's all about. Child of Eden OST is amazing too. The Child of Eden? What is that? Great soundtrack. But in cyber future, bratwurst, something to grill. Purple is royalty and sophistication, luxury as well. And black can be look as intelligence. That's why guys wear black suits a lot. I'd never buy a black product though. Like if I was to buy biscuits and they came in a black packaging, I'd think, this must have a very dark flavour. It's sausages. Right. Sausage legs. What are you trying to say about John Jerry Steve's leg? You trying to say it's like a sausage? Okay, I just put all my restaurant assets so far into a quick scene and sent it to you. LBA, check the thermal in remix mode. It's actually only 6% gameplay and 11% graphics if you remove the puppets and the bar assets, the wood and the brick pieces. Okay. Yeah. I probably won't use the people because they're all dead. How Schmoomin sounds Jewish. Hey man. As long as he's making bank, I don't think he cares what his name is. Some more newspapers. We can also rename this as well. I love the customization. Times. Unless I probably can. It's too blurry. I was going to make a news article. I don't know what else you would call it instead of Times. I'm running out of ideas here. An Easter egg for the newspaper. So it has to be sophisticated. But not too weird because it needs to be like a newspaper. I don't know. You can let me know. We don't even need to change it. It's just an idea. Alright? Just an idea. So I'll even put like some newspapers in front of each other. Like so. I don't, because everyone's going to grab the food and the drink. They're not really going to grab newspapers. So I'll fill up that with newspapers. I'll probably fill this up with more of this crap here. Some more crinkly crinkles. You can never go wrong with one too many crinkly crinkles. It's so appetizing, isn't it? That's why all the other products are gone. It's only crinkly crinkles that got left behind. Poor Bovaretta. Her profit margin is just shrunk, obliterated. I laughed at the blue profile disc though. Good one. That was a quick reaction. Yeah, I just noticed it as I was looking. John Jerry Steve's leg is made of sausages. Oh man, I solved the mystery. He's just one massive sausage. You know, it's like they were doing experiments on him, and then he was in like the test chamber, and then there was a guy eating like a sausage sandwich, and then the sausage fell out just as they were about to press the button to do the experiment, and the sausage went and fell into the chamber, and the scientist was like, no! And then from ever since that day, the sausage, the molecules in the sausage mixed with John Jerry Steve's atoms and whatnot, and then he became the zombie with the sausage leg. That's his backstory. I don't think all products follow that, since a lot of them just follow the colour scheme of the actual product. For example, mint ice cream would be coloured minty green to match the mint. That would be weird, wouldn't it, if you had like a blue packaging and for mint ice cream? It'd be so confusing. John Jerry Steve is mutated because he was kicked in sausage water. Kicked! Like the Joker. He was running away and he fell into like a vat of hot dog sausage water, and then he came out the other end like John Jerry Steve. So that's two different origin stories. It's a myth, so no one really knows what the true origin story was. It could be either of them, to be honest. The registry for the newspaper. What about the registry? What does that mean? I am very late. Sorry, master. Oh, Maddie. Just like Joe, you have to suffer the wrath of not just John Jerry Steve's leg, but miniature John Jerry Steve's leg. Take it all in, soak it all in. We're actually just talking about his origin story. I don't know if you heard it. We have a theory that either they were about to do a test on him, and then a sausage accidentally went into the test chamber just as they went to press the fusion button, or he was running away and he fell into a vat of hot dog sausage juice, and you know, he mutated from the injuries, the burn injuries, to become what he is today. Great story of John Jerry Steve. I know we'll need to make a proper backstory one day and make a game out of it. The registry, that is the name for the newspaper. What is the registry though? Like, what is that? Is it just a name? that you came up with. Thing is though, like, see when you do this, you can't even see the name of the newspaper like that. You need to be like really close for the game to actually acknowledge that it's a newspaper. So let me get our cameras out now, so we can actually walk around here. And I didn't forget, I need to cut. Okay, so when you come in to the store, maybe we can make the first camera a bit like that, maybe. Look at the price. Look at that price. Maybe I'll change the price as well. Can I do that? Jeez, how many layers were in this thing? Whoever just finished their shopping, they didn't pay. It'll be like some odd price. TR4. There's a glitch in the system. There you go. Very strange. So I could even just like do like a code. So it could be like John, Jerry, Steve dot both. That'll do, right? That's a pretty expensive price tag, by the way. A John, Jerry, Steve dot both. That is like breaking the bank. So get this one. So when you walk to the edge here, you need to have another camera that's maybe like behind here, maybe. So I think I'll give you enough that you can see that something fell over here, maybe. Let me see. Do it like this. And then we'll do another one over here. So as you go past there, where was it? Yeah, so once you get past that part, then let me see if we can get like so you kind of need to go like from here to here, right? Looks delicious. Or will I go behind here? Maybe I'll use the milk part. I just need to delete this bag. So we'll go like that, so you can kind of see where you need to go. Otherwise I could do it like this. That way you can see the John Jerry Superstore. So I'll make it maybe like that. And then once you get too far up here, there can be another one, another camera, like that, so you can kind of see that you need to go to make it sure that you can kind of see that you can actually go through to other parts, you see. So it's kind of like a security camera, this part. So I'll kind of do it like that, more or less. And then if you go down here, there has to be like another camera angle like that. Just make sure we can see the crinklies. So put it like that, and if you go the other way, then here's the door basically. See, I'll do one like that, I think. And then if you keep going past that point, this is where the John, Jerry, Steve figure is going to be with the newspapers. Right, so far looks okay. Let's test it and see if it's a disaster or not. Right, let me see. Okay. I think we still have the old jukebox in this scene as well. I need to, it's quite dark, I need to change the lighting. See, this is I think this is maybe like one of the scenes where we started really using the jukebox, wasn't it? Because we still kind of have the old jukebox and the new one here. Goodbye jukebox, you were kind to us whilst we still gave a damn. So let me just turn this off really quickly. So obviously all the cameras aren't going to work perfectly until I actually load up the... Why is it raining? That's weird. We do have rain somewhere, but I don't know. That's weird. Do you see rain, or is it just me? Where the hell is that rain coming from? There's a leak in the ceiling! God damn it. Okay, so once we get here, we're supposed to see that area there, and then once we get down here, we move down this way, and then as we get here it changes. So I like that transition, I think that transition's good. So just before you turn, you can actually see that there's a couple of different ways you can go, and then you go down this way. See, I need to make sure that camera doesn't clash, but basically we'll have this camera here with the crinkly crinkles, and then I'll need to make sure that once we go back, it comes back to this camera here, and then if we... I can't really see what I'm doing, to be honest. There we go. And then we'll get here, go through the door, or if you're smart you can go this way, and then it will take you to the other camera where we can pick up the John, Jerry, Steve collectible. Because I think most people, once they come round here, they'll see the door. I think they'll go through the door instantly. I don't think a lot of people will go this way, so that'll be like a little secret part. Bang! Right, so there's definitely rain here. So where the hell is the rain? Let's see. Preview invisibility. Where's the rain? That's gonna be quite hard to find. Where the hell is the rain? I didn't put rain in this scene. Surely if I didn't preview invisibility, I'd be able to see the rain. Let me see. X-rays on. Where's the rain coming from? Weird. Let me see. I go into play mode and there's no rain. But if I go into display mode, there's rain. Why? Why was there no rain when I did this? God damn it. Where's the rain coming from? Right, I think I'm going to have to go into my assets and see if I can find where the hell this rain's coming from. Let's see. Rain, rain, go away, come again another day. Right, so there's rain here somewhere. Some of the selected things are currently hidden. Would you like to make them visible? Yes, obviously. My god. So where's my rain? Where the hell is the rain? I tried to select the rain, but I can't see it. What the hell was the rain? Look. Select object. Okay. But I don't actually know where it is. Right. Delete, please. I do not want this rain anymore. To have any more rain that's messing around our scene. I think we're almost all good. Right, we're fine. We're fine. That was weird. Why we had the rain there? I couldn't even see it. Normally you just preview the visibility and you can see it again, but not this time. Alright, so I'm kind of happy with this. Obviously we'll... I don't know if scheme costs if you made your thing searchable. I don't know, what did you call it? What was the name of the assets that you used? Was it like restaurant walls or something? 'Cause I might just have to search for your Dream account just to find it. The story is juicy. Oh yes. Not sure it's the name of the jazz punk newspapers. Copyright. Like his leg. John J. Steve both would equate to about £91.34. That's quite a lot, isn't it? Basically math. It's just a work in progress, and I'm going to redo the floors and walls. But they're already very low thermal. Just 0.2% gameplay and 2% graphics. Please have a look when you can. Alright, will do. Hey Epic Toasty, welcome back. Just dropping in to say hi, Scott. Hope everything's all good. Oh yes, everything's perfect. Thank you. Hope you're doing well. The camera angles are so good. It's like Silent Hill. Yeah, Resident Evil, Silent Hill. Once I get the sensors all attached up, then we won't have any camera problems. We'll be able to see all the camera angles as we walk around the room as well. Did you see our new trailer, Epic Toasty? It was pretty epic. Maybe go to update mode and see if there's rain. Yeah, thankfully I got it. Somehow it didn't appear, but I managed to delete it. The rain is from the mood effect, the radio music thing you got on right now. Alright. Is anyone else obsessed with the word Google? What's Google? What does that even mean? Global? Globule? It's such a great word. Globule? Globule? What does that even mean? Check your Dreams notifications. I sent it to you. I want to get into the scene though. I need to leave the level. So if I want to import it into the scene, I need to find the element. Can I just search your name and see if it comes up? Dun, dun, dun. There you go. Diner, restaurant, PCs, work in progress scene. Oh, very nice. So let's have a wee sneak peek if we can import it. Here we go. You got your mad floor. Right, here we go. So this is like your different textures here. So we got stuff for the wall. Looks quite good. A sort of faded tile. Some checkered floors, some dirty ass, could be floors or walls. We could actually use two different kinds. So you've made us a wee booth. You didn't like the booth we used already? You thought it was ugly? Some nice little wood panels here, some nice corners. Not a lot of people make corners, so that's pretty good. The door looks quite nice. Yeah, I like this door. This will fit the restaurant quite nicely. So we've got multiple scenes here. So is this like part 1 and this is part 2? So let's see here. So it's like a demonstration of what it would look like behind the counter. It's like the private section. It's where John, Jerry, Steve and Bo Veretta, they go on their dates over here. So this is like the big sort of area here. Oh, nice. Yeah, I can see. Oh, hello. What are you doing? You're all waiting patiently for your meal? Well, it's never going to come. It's like the Matrix. You think it's real, but it's not. So, oh, you got a nice little single door here. Nice little panelled walls. I like that. That's quite cool. Yeah, very nice. So we can use a double door, we can use a single door. Got some extra little tables here. And this is like the bar sort of area you're working on as well. Yeah, looks nice. I like the columns, they're quite cool. Ah, you're making good progress on this. Very filthy walls, eh? So is this just like one massive... Alright, it's actually tiled together. Nice. That looks pretty cool. So when I go back to the restaurant, whenever you're finished, I can probably use, especially the walls, the floor will be good for the thermal. If I can do like the entrance as well, that would be nice. So you're putting in some proper effort into making buildings. You're already miles ahead of me. Well done. So yeah, when we go back to the restaurant, I'll update it all, and once we add the gameplay and make it all playable as well. A goobel, a globule is like a dollop of something, I think. Okay. When you spill a liquid and it makes a big gloopy bubble on top of the smooth surface, it creates a globule. Never heard of that before. That is weird. Pronounced globule. Weird. Those walls and floors are double-sided. Oh, cool. So we can use both sides. Nice. Look at all that. All those puppery trinkers. I know they're all waiting for their fate. Those curved walls look amazing. Yeah, they look pretty nice. The bar area is going to be separate. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. All very low thermal without cheating. By relying on gameplay thermal. Oh, sounds good. That sounds nice. The gameplay thermal is like, obviously I need to add, you know, the logic for the puppets and the enemies. Some rooms won't have any enemies, so it means we can reduce some of the gameplay thermal, which is quite good. So any room that has an enemy, I'll obviously need to be a bit more careful about the gameplay thermal so it doesn't choke us too much. So I think we've did enough of here for just now, so let me save this really quickly. This is the good old store, and I'll try to do a little bit of the junkyard. So I'll let you finish all your assets before I start redoing this again, so you can let me know. So we'll get the mechanics. This is back before we named the scenes, like as in locations. So we've got the mechanics, the inside mechanics. We've got the scrapyard out. What the hell? Why is this taking so long to load? There we go, look at the size of that thermal. See? Perfection comes at a great cost. There you go. So, I need to update the floor here. As you can see, we found some elements, like we found these old trucks, lorries, whatever you want to call them. Some pallets. We've got like a big junk pile. This is the one thing I was worried about. I think it's a bit too repetitive to keep using the same junk pile over and over again. So I'm going to have to cut off ideas on how to not rely on, you know, using the same thing over and over again, because I think it gets a bit boring. Even if we do the camera angles and you don't really see it too much, I still think I could use less of these. So we've got the cars, and then we've got the junk heap. So these kind of things I need to do less of. So I'll put like more barrels. I think on this side there was look at that advertisement. Yeah. Look who's here. It's the dancing Mr. X. Very nice. And look, we've still got this is the very first scene we've ever made. We've still got it here. It still lives on in other scenes. So yeah, never mind the front. This is just drink milk. This is just we just used this for the back, but I'm going to redo all the buildings because obviously the mechanics is much bigger than this. It's like a proper huge area. But we've got a little shack in here with the tools, and here's some extra tires we have over here. So I'll probably use more of these tires. Maybe I'll replace like a certain part here with lots of tires and some pallets and some other things that I can find for the junkyard. One idea that I had was I was thinking about creating one more area for the junkyard. So basically, like the second character, this is where he starts his campaign. So he'll start here, and then he will explore this area, and then he'll make his way into the mechanics. The first character, when she comes to this area, she's going to explore this area, but I wanted it so that down here, if we come here, right, imagine there's like a gate here with like a chain and a lock on it. So the second character never gets to go in here, or maybe he does, I don't know yet, but I was thinking about making an extra room here. So you need to find like a bolt cutter or something like that to cut the chains and get through into the next section of the junkyard. It's just an idea. So I would need to find something good for that. So this was just some zombie placements, some ideas we had for where we wanted to put some of the zombies. Yeah, I think the outdoor scenes, I normally don't. I'm not really going to polish these on stream. I'll kind of do the junkyard because I think it'll still take more work, but I think it's easier than doing the actual streets outside, because the streets outside I need to make like lots of buildings, and every building has to have its own design and its own name, and you know, it's going to take a long time to design the streets, and this is going to take a bit of time to properly design. So first of all, I'll try and find a floor that we can use for the junkyard. So I don't know what kind of floor we would use. Some kind of dirt floor maybe. Not in Scheme Cossie's account though. Let's have a look. Let's see. Some kind of dirt. Dirt landscape large. That gameplay thermal is massive. Please do not. What's up with all these clouds? I mean, the clouds look pretty good, but do we really need these many clouds? I just wanted your mad dirt patch. I didn't want all your damn clouds. Right, I'm sorry, but this is too much. Too much for me. Did that delete the whole scene? I don't even know where my scene is anymore. Oh god. There we go, we found it. Right. Find dirt that's not an absolute joke. A wonderful place to get you started. No, it's not. It's a terrible place to get started. Right, let's try one of these dirt patches here. Dirt roads. It's not really a road we're looking for, to be honest. I mean, it could work. Could work. But it's more like a farm, so it's not so good. Coarse dirt. Maybe that looks better. It's more like a desert, isn't it? I mean, even I could make that. It's not really that well textured. Just some dirt, my dirt. Fine, you can use it. Thanks very much. Look at that kind of dirt. That looks like a dry dog thingy majiggy. Oh, horrible. So what I'll do first is I'll just go over the thermal again and start to get some of my thermal back. Excuse me, but I'm going to have to get rid of this. I'm not even going. I don't think I'll even use this, to be honest. Like I said, I need to kind of redo everything, and we can kind of delete all this stuff that we don't need, because that's taking up more thermal than we actually need, to be honest. Take a trip down memory lane. This was the first scene we ever did. Good old alleyway scene. What are these? What are these wee sprinkles? What is this? This is from the dirt landscape. God damn it. Right. Right, at least the thermal disappeared off the screen, so I think we're doing something right. Get rid of that crap, whatever that is. I think I was trying to make glass, but it was just looked more like paper. Right. Obviously we can get rid of him. Sorry. Sorry. We don't need all this crap. So I'll leave that there for now, even though we don't really need it. So let's look for something we can use for the ground. How about Gunodals, pronounced Gun Odgs U Ulfs? What the hell does that mean? You need to give me a whole education in English, because I don't have a clue. Payback. What's the payback? If I hate a boss, then it's Mr. X. He's unstoppable. Oh yeah. And he's very loud footsteps. This area is pre-Who-Man stuff. Oh yeah, you never saw this stuff? Yeah, this is back when we made the junkyard. It's very beautiful, isn't it? Can you imagine Bovaretta driving to work every day? Beep beep. Got some junk to fill up. Before the Who-Man. More aliens and devils and upside down people were coming for you, man. I know, I saw a UFO a minute ago. Dun dun dun, we're sending an army. This is war. By the way, LB, do you know when you'll be free to do voice acting? No pressure. Yeah, it's totally no pressure. There's always pressure. Let me see, because I'm like, are you desperate for the voice acting, like, as soon as possible? Like, do you need to publish your level within, like, the next couple of weeks? Because then that's true pressure. But what I need to do is I need to finish off the horror contest level that I'm making for next Tuesday. Once I get that finished, then there's no more deadlines. I can relax, and then I can spend all my time working on this, doing lines. So I think maybe the end of next week, once I get that level out, and then I'll be more free, more relaxed to do some stuff. Because there was a guy that asked me to do voice acting for him, and I was going to do it, but he published the Dream like a couple of weeks later, and I was like, well, I wanted to do voice acting, but I just couldn't do it like so soon, you know. That's why I gave my voice actors for Subject like 3 months, 3, 4, maybe even, let me see, yeah, like 3 months, 3, 4 months notice. That way they could take their time and stuff like that. So I think it's better than like, oh, I need voice acting for next week, you know. Then it's a bit more impossible. TRB, please don't spam emojis. Isaac doesn't like emojis. He's allergic. The mighty moderator Isaac has come out of his mighty moderating man cave and smited down someone with a warning. I know, that he's probably like between COD rounds. And he was like, wait a minute, I sense emojis. Watch what you're saying, Who-Man. Remember, we have aliens around you. They're all waiting. They're waiting to probe you, Hal Schmooman. I know you love a good probe. It's not ASAP, but I can't really continue making the scene without them. No, you can't just build like the world and the gameplay and stuff like that. It doesn't work. Can you not like create everything and then just put the lines in afterwards, and then you can do the cutscenes once you get the lines? Because you can always make the future scenes. You know, you don't need to finish one scene. You can go and do another scene, then come back to the other one. So on and so forth. What is this? Reset grid. I don't know what that meant. Right, let me see if I can find the floor here. Don't use this one. This is terrible. Your gameplay is going to shoot up to hell. So I don't know if I should use dirt, but I think it would definitely... If I can find like gravel or something, don't you think gravel would be quite cool? Gravel floor, Mr. Robot in it. Oh, even got a gravel sound effect. This is like classic old school gaming, isn't it? Really loud footsteps. That's what it's like. That's what I need to do in my game. Every step is like that. So we get some other gravel here. Looks quite nice. Well, it's down to see what that looks like. This gravel looks like a nightmare, but it looks quite cool. A cluster. Very quiet. Gravel footsteps. What the hell? A gravel path? I thought that looked like, you know, one of those breadsticks you can get. You know, those thin, little wafer thin breadsticks with like some seeds, some pepper and whatever. I thought that's what that was. So there's more gravel here. There's actually a few different ones, but they all kind of look the same. So I'll just use the... I'll see what this one looks like. Looks alright. I think gravel's probably better than dirt, to be honest. You know when you go through car parks sometimes and the car park is like full of gravel? Yep, that's what it is. Let me see... So obviously this gravel's like way too big, because look at the size of these stones. They're massive. It's like you're on the moon. What does this one look like? This one might be harder to move around. It still has the pinkness inside of it. That is weird. What about... Is there any other ones? This one? I mean, this is flatter. It takes up... Let me see how much graphics. That takes up 3, that takes up 5. I like this one that it's big, it's just that it's got so much clumpiness. You know, I'd need to like try and delete most of the big clumpy parts, which will take me like 5,000 years. Let me see, because I don't want to select the wrong thing here. That's why I get rid of the big eggshells, you know, there's too many of them. It's going to take forever, by the way. Just get rid of some of the more obvious ones and then I think I'll be alright. Can you imagine how long it would have taken to make this? Jeez, there's so many. It's just how dedicated I am to this project. I'm actually deleting massive clumps of gravel. Ugh. I can probably keep some of the other medium-sized ones. I just need to get rid of like the massive ones, like the ones that are obviously insane. Just looks like little eggs. Would look good if it was like on the moon or some alien planet, but for a scrapyard, It's not so practical, especially when you need to drive over the top of it. You don't want to drive over these big, massive clumps. There you go. This is my new project for today. Deleting all this stuff. God damn it, why did you do this to me? Yeah, it's gonna take forever. It's gonna take bloody forever. Probably better off just cutting it all down, aren't I? So I don't want to duplicate this until it's finished, because then I'd need to delete on several different parts. But it's looking a little bit better. Piece by piece, we're actually making a good gravel asset here. Ta-da! So far, so good. It's like the most boring part of all. Especially when you need to try and like select the right thing, because see, it's quite difficult to select exactly what you're looking for. Wait, almost got it. There you go. This is like an art project on its own. Look at the size of that. Oh yeah, am I going to keep this? Right. I think this is something I'm just going to have to do solo, because this is going to take forever to get it the way I want it. Right, just for I'll see how much more we've got. We're getting there. I know you love a good probe. LBA 2020, I know that's what goes on my gravestone as well. I guess it just doesn't feel right. Obviously no pressure, LB, take your time. You know, I'm full of pressure right now. This is like the worst part of my life now. Hey LBA, how is your Firecat going? All very well. I think he's sleeping right now in a blanket that's got engulfed in flames. We are coming, Human. Look at my PFP. What's your PFP? Lol, aren't we technically aliens for aliens? No. We are aliens for aliens. Yeah, we are. Humans are enemies, especially Human. He is the humiest of all humans. No laughing tiny Human or Hauschmumen. Or we will come for you as well. This task is going to give LB a stroke. It is. You can tell like how monotonous this is, because like if you create on Dreams, especially when things keep going like you need precision. People better review this game and be like, you know, I love the game, the good story, good gameplay, but I've got to hand it to that gravel that was in the junkyard. That really was make or break for the project. So then I'll be glad I did all this. I made all this effort. Right, I'll try not to go too far. I'll just get rid of the big massive clumps first, and then I'll take out the smaller clumps if I think it's noticeable. So like these smaller ones here, like, yeah, they probably need to go. I don't even know if they're physical, so like if you walk over the lumps, maybe you actually fall over them. So let me just try and get rid of as much as I can. If the creator of this gravel is watching, why Why did you do this to me? Like that? That is a massive gravel. This feels like going on a beach and trying to pick up all the stones on the beach. How long would that take you? Or go into a forest and find all the acorns. It's a nightmare. Slowly getting there. It's going to be magnificent. You know, the painful thing is, once I put this gravel down, or across the whole scene, I might look at it and go, you know what, I don't really like it. And then I wasted all my time. Nah, I'm confident I'm going to like this. I wanted gravel and this looked like the best gravel. But as with anything, nothing's perfect. Jeez, how much stuff did he delete? Right, there you go. Delete some more of this stuff. We're leaving a lot of craters in the ground as well, so I might need to level it out a little bit later. Right, so here's more. Oops. Delete that. Delete that. Okay. We're getting there. Right, so I think we got rid of most of the massive ones. I think it's just like the smaller ones. What is this? What is that? Right, I think, like I said, I think we've got rid of most of the bigger ones. It's just the medium-sized ones we need to get rid of now. This is why I don't like asset building, because can you imagine doing this? Not just deleting things, but actually building things like this. It would take you forever to detail all this. I spent like the whole week just putting in these rocks, and I'm spending the whole week just deleting them. It's funny, like once you think you've found all the big rocks, suddenly more just start appearing. I swear they're randomly respawning. Every time I delete them, I could have sworn I just deleted all this part. I bet you this is really interesting for you. I'm going to get a sexy looking floor though. You know what? Once I do this little bit here, I think I'm just going to have to call it quits, because this is getting a bit too much. This better be reducing thermal, by the way, at the same time. Right, my god, look, you find more bits. It never ends. This is just for the people that care about realism, like me. Who are like, yeah, the cars need to drive over this, so it needs to be flat gravel. Right. There's probably more massive parts somewhere, right? But it looks decent. Like, yeah, there is a few smaller parts like that, but I'm not going to get too caught up with it. It's going to take me forever. So let me just use this, what we've got, right? Let's just accept it for what it is. No questions asked, right? Let's go with the flow here. Okay. So there you go. Does that gravel look good? No, it's terrible. Let's just delete it. Oh god, that would be horrible. Right. So I wanted to get like a new fence as well, because I didn't really want to use the see-through fence. I felt like the see-through fence was it meant that I had to build a lot of stuff on the other side. I didn't really want to do that, so I'm going to try and find a new fence that's not really as see-through, and a new gate that we can use, that we can wrap a chain around, so we can actually break it open and go into the next section of the junkyard, scrapyard, thingy-majiggy. Let's see. Right, so that looks okay. That should be fine now. I think we solved the problem. More or less. More or less. Right. I think I'll just extend all the gravel out to here as well. Just make it like complete gravel. Excuse me, little zombie foot. Oh, look at that! It just didn't make it. Right, screw it. Right. So that looks quite good. Any rough parts, it's kind of hard to see, like here, you know. From a distance, you don't really notice it. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think that's good. Looks good to me. We're making progress. See the amount of effort we're putting into this game. Don't just accept any floors, they need to be perfect. At maximum, the deadline would be September, but if it reaches that far, then there's a pressure problem. I know, then you're going to be, come on, man, get started. You could probably flatten them much quicker by using a huge subtracted rectangle with a bit of soft blend on it. Just snap one down and job done. I was going to do that, but then I thought, like, if I tried to like flatten the whole thing, I thought like it would be too flat, you know, like kind of weird. So I just got rid of the big rocks. It's done now. Let's move on. Right. Bad aliens coming for you. Is that your original track, Joe? Yes, good song. Ting Human, is that his other name? Ting Human. Yeah, Dreams is a fantastic game, but all of its problems are really small. It has no massive issues except memes plaguing the game. I'm going to post that on my YouTube. Be right back. I'm making a song. You're actually going to sing that on your YouTube? Okay. Let's see how that turns out. Just don't do all this, then decide you prefer the other gravel. Yeah, I think I do prefer the other gravel. Let's change it. Yo, big human. The one and only humans, not hot, never hot, scrat, skiddy, scat, scat, boom. Is this your new remix of an alien track? That's what Crooked just said, LB. Oh, did I say that at the same time as him? See, great minds. Yes, it takes forever building assets, but I enjoy it a lot in Dreams. I've yet to do it, but I can start to appreciate how much of a pain in the ass it is now that I've just experimented a little bit. I hear the fan noise and it's going like, oh yeah. That's why I tried to put the volume up, but then Hal Schmooman complains it's too loud by an imp tip, and then we can't do anything. I am posting the Bad Aliens song. Ooh. I hope this turns out okay. If you gave the PS4 some wings, it would be flying by now. I know, just throw some Red Bull on it. It would be good to go. Damn fan. Hopefully the PS5 is like super smooth, especially when it plays PS4 games, and then we will never have this problem again. Imagine the PlayStation would offer you a water cooling version. I've seen something like you can actually buy an extra fan for your PlayStation. I guess it would be worth it, but I don't really feel like investing in it right now. Aliens, I'll take over humans. The Big Human is just a remix of Big Shack Man's Not Hot. What the hell is that? I've never heard of that track before. Sounds mental. So we've got the gravel. Now we just need to find a better fence that's not so see-through, if it's possible. If not, I'll just need to use the outline of the fence and change the wire part to something else. And I'll see if I can find a better gate as well. So let me see. Because we took these fences all the way back in like January or February. So maybe by now someone's made more fences. So this one looks alright. It's got less gaps in between, so maybe it's harder to see what's on the other side. I think this could be good. See? Someone else has made a fence since that day. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to use for our sound effect. Get a fence like that, or is that a door? I think we used that one, didn't we? For the armory room, wasn't it? Don't let me remix a scene here. Oh. Get some more tunes on. Yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that new fence then, because it kind of does the job. Can't really ask for much more. There's the fence that we used. This is an old school fence from a long time ago. This was back in like early access, I think. So let's go with that one, and then what the hell was that? What is that? Is that a gun or a remix of clay? Look, they remixed eyeballs to make a gun? That is a weird kind of remix. But let's see if we can find a new gate. A new metal gate. Right, that looks quite creepy, but a bit too evil. This looks like a gate you would find in like Little Big Planet. This one, kind of wide, don't you think? But maybe it works. I'll place it down. It kind of fits like with the other one, so maybe this would be good. I'll keep looking though, just in case. Because that's the one we used for the alleyway. But I'm going to go back and edit the alleyway scene because I don't really like the gate anymore. I don't want it to be see-through. Because if you make it see-through, you need to design stuff on the other side of the gate, and that costs more thermal. Plus, yeah, I just don't really want to do it anymore. See, these gates, they're too fancy. They're like for someone's apartment or something. What I should do is categorize it so we're just looking for sculpts. We're not looking for music. Yeah, there really wasn't much else there. I think that's why the music started to appear. So we've got a new fence which I'm pretty happy with. So let me delete this for now and see if we can redo this part. So I'll get like, say one of the gates go like kind of like that, more or less. But it has to be a double gate, right? So we could make it like that. I might push this over a little bit more, just so this gate, it's kind of like that, and then that means we can go through to like another area. So yeah, it's just about duplicating this stuff. Yeah, I think it looks better than the other gate, the other fence. I'm liking it. So like I said, I'll need to stop using so many of the cars, so many of the junk piles, and start doing some more original stuff, just so it doesn't become too repetitive. But at least we got a new gravel floor, we got a new gate, we got a new fence. I think it looks good. I think it looks very good. So I'll just delete some of these things. We'll obviously need to change the cars as well. Get some updated cars. Is that some gravel that's poking out, I see? Get rid of her. What the hell does that say? Right. Uh-oh, I messed it up. I don't think it was on the grid properly. Let me see. Never mind. Let's just duplicate it for now. So I'll try and make it equal, so I'll just kind of bring it round like that here. So I'll need to fix that part there. So maybe I'll just make it 1, and I'll make the building come from here all the way to like over here maybe. I think that'll be good. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that so far. So get some more barrels around, some more tires. If we can think of anything else we can use instead of relying on too many of these junk piles, which look very cartoony. You know, something like this, because we got these rusted trucks. So if you imagine you're walking through the area, it's fine to have all this stuff, right? And then you walk through the next camera angle, you see the trucks. And then the next camera angle, you see the pallets, and then you see tires, and then you see a fence, then you see the barrels, you see the broken cars. You know, it's important that we, every camera shot, see something different. We see this little cabin thing, so we're not just seeing like the same junk pile over and over again. It has to be more unique. So I'll try and think of something I can do to vary it up a little bit. Right, so the fan. Bow SS, bow cat, bum, boom, bums, cats. Is that your new rap? LBA, I separated most of my diner assets and put them into a collection for you. Check your notifications. Oh, sounds excellent. I wish I could check my notifications here. I don't know if you can do it actually inside a crate mode, because that would be really handy. Otherwise I just need to search for it, because even if I check the notifications, if I want to bring it into my scene, I need to search for it. So I basically need to search for like your name, since I don't know what the assets are called, and then see what's on your profile. The diner restaurants, it's private. we can't see it. Oh, so sad indeed. What elements do you have? Okay, yeah, for some reason it's private. Maybe you forgot to release it, unless you want to keep it private. But if you make it private, then you need to make me a collab to actually use it. But I think it's better to release it. Okay, I'm posting a better one. Another one? Ears before hearing, ears after hearing. Oh god, that does not sound good. I've yet to hear it myself, so hopefully, hopefully it's not that killer. They remixed eyeballs to make a gun. I don't. Yeah, that's another quote from me. Yeah. That is weird though. Why would you remix eyeballs to make a gun though? It just doesn't make sense, does it? Bovaretta, this gal too hot. I think this area was the first area I seen you working on. Really? Alright. So before this scene, the only scenes you really missed were the original alleyway scene that we made. Then we made a streets section. Then we made the job centre, all the areas in the job centre. And then I think we made a little bit more of the street. We made like a little bit with like a basketball court. Another street that was going up to the hospital. So after that, then we went to the junkyard. So you probably missed like maybe a month or a month and a half of streams maybe. So you're pretty much near the start of everything, yeah. So yeah, well, that's good so far. Any idea of when membership is coming, LB? Soon. Let's just say soon. Because I need to finalise a lot of stuff on my end. They want me to make a video for it as well. You're required to release a video talking about it, so I need to make a video. I just haven't had time to make a video yet. I'm so focused on this competition level. If no one knows, I'm making a horror level for the Project Genesis horror competition, so the deadline is next Wednesday, but I'm going to release it next Tuesday. So I'm kind of stressed out just trying to get that working, but at the same time not neglecting the work I need to do on subject and with the streams and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things that I'm trying to work through right now. And Dreamscom was a big distraction, you know, with the booth, the trailer, you know, think about what I was going to do there. But you know, once we get this game out next week, I'll be more, not necessarily relaxed, but slightly less stressed because there won't be any deadlines. So the membership, I'll try and get the membership approved for realistically probably for next Monday. Let's see, but if not, it'll be later next week. Let's see what happens, right? I've got your lines to do as well. Even more stress. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, we'll see. It's exciting stuff, I know. Or like GTA 6, never. Okay, enough fun I think this month. We need more people who subscribe him. Oh yes. Just posting the proper Alien song. Wait, I'll force my brother. Subscribe to this random channel that you probably never watch. What's this all about? We're getting a lot of tags here. Can you let me know if they are usable? It's saying they are playable but not public. Yeah, it didn't let me, unfortunately. Damn, too late. I thought so. I want them to be public. I'll try and find out how. That's weird. Maybe you need to set the playlist as public. I don't know how it works. Right, why are we adding everybody's name here? I can't tell if this is dabbing, sneezing into the arm, or both. Personally, I like to sneeze in the arm, but I don't do a straight arm, I bend my arm. So, you know, if I'm doing that or that, you know. What kind of video do you have to post for the membership approval? Basically, it has to be like just like a promotional video to say, hey, we now have the membership program. This is all the things you can get from the membership. So there's like 3 different tiers. And you know what emojis you'll get, what channel benefits you'll get, the stream badge next to your name. So I don't want to put out a really rushed video that looks like crap. You know, I want it to look good, so I need to make sure it's good enough before I actually post it. What is a membership approval? There's a new membership program that I think it's they're slowly, YouTube's giving it out to a lot of channels slowly, and our channel randomly got it. So it basically means that I can put up a membership thing. So you know, next to the subscribe button there's going to be a button that says join, and if you click join, it's going to bring up like several options for you to become like a a member, like a paid member of the channel, and you get like Small Human, you made like emojis. There's going to be like channel benefits. Like I'll add some things like only members can see certain posts or certain videos, or they get to play a demo maybe a few weeks earlier, things like that, and you'll get like a new badge next to your name in the stream. And again, I think Small Human made 3 different badges, so they look pretty cool. So it's just an extra way that we can try and grow the channel. And after that, after we do that, then I'll look into the merchandise stuff. Like if you want to get like a t-shirt with John Jerry Steve's leg on it, I'll try and make that happen. But I need to do a lot of research before I can actually confirm it. Obviously, I don't want to rush and just throw everything at you. So yeah, I know. I mean, what or how does this video approval work? Yeah, it's just YouTube need to make sure that I'm obeying the terms of service. So like, I can't just put up a membership program and say if you subscribe to this package here, then you win this award or whatever. But maybe it's against the rules to do something like that. So YouTube need to look over and make sure there's nothing dodgy, and everything's legal and good to go, and then it'll be all good. Yeah, my emojis was also hard. I know. I think Small Human, he took some of your emojis and he edited them a little bit. Yeah, it was hard work designing them. I know you're desperate to see them see the light of day. Can you try again, LBA? Hopefully it works now. I made till like 4 PM. You're crazy, Joe. Let's see. I'm gonna, after I do this, I'll need to go to work now, guys. So, just giving you a heads up. There we go. It's a newer version available. Okay. So it works, but it's just a tile. So whenever you add more things, let me know, and I'll go back to the restaurant and sort it all out. So I'm going to have to go to work now, guys. Thanks for joining the stream today. The jukebox just ended. Perfect timing. So yeah, we got through the store. We made a good start in the junkyard. This junkyard's going to take the longest to actually redesign, and then we need to do the inside of the mechanics, and then after that it's really just doing the outside of the streets and the alleyways. But I'm going to do that off stream because it's going to take me a long time to build the actual buildings. So I think tomorrow we'll finish off. We'll try and do more work here. We'll do some work on the inside of the mechanics, which means next week we can start polishing up all of the hospital areas. Still not working. I made a collection. Yeah, the aliens are coming. Right, I'm going to have to go now, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in today. It's been great as always. And I'll see you again tomorrow for another survival horror create stream. Right, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Goodbye.